Welcome to an overview video for the latest version of SPRK. We begin with the login page where you'll be asked to enter your office ID, agent ID, and password. We are then brought to the SPRK homepage. At the top, notice the navigation icons. The first icon, the little person, indicates the current reservation. Next we have icons for adding air and hotel, respectively. This icon adds an additional reservation. SPRK allows users to work on up to 5 reservations simultaneously. This icon takes us to the Profiles database. The dark blue icon takes us to the MRFlex back-office feed. And last, we have the globalization icon, which lets us choose between multiple languages and currencies. Let's look for some flights. The flight search page defaults to round trip, but we can also search for one-way and multi-city flights.
We can customize the search by clicking on the gear icon here. This will take us to the search settings. Here we can access pricing options or any other sort of qualifier.
We'll go ahead and enter departure and arrival city information along with travel dates. This is all the information we need to perform a basic air search. By expanding on the flight options, we can filter flights by arrival and departure time, specific airlines or alliances, include or exclude certain transfer points, or by number of stops. We can also search by a certain cabin type or booking class. Once search criteria are entered, there are 4 types of search options. The first is a simple fare quote, where we would get all the fares filed in a particular market. We'd see fare basis codes, fares, and classes of service. We'd also see a summary of the fare rules. Another type of search is schedule only. This will show flights pulled from OAG. We then have air availability, which does an availability search to the airline. Next we have fare search, which is our most common type of search as it looks at both availability and pricing. Results of a fare search may be returned in several ways. In this example, the flights are returned by departure time and in 3 different columns representing the 3 different fare families or branded fares. By clicking on a flight number, we can see the detailed flight information. Depending on the airline, a branded fare may include certain services. Here, different icons represent the included services. For now, let's go ahead and choose 2 basic flights. At this point, we could also click on the book icon to view the fare information, or the seat icon to view seat availability. We now add the flights to the shopping cart. Here we can see the base fare, taxes, and total. Back on the reservations page, let's now add a traveler. Clicking on the profile icon opens the Profile tab, where we can search for a traveler profile.
If the traveler doesn't have a profile in the system, we will use the Quick Traveler icon. Here, you can enter all of the traveler's information. But for now, let's use an existing traveler profile.
By clicking on the respective tabs on the left, notice how the traveler information has been pre-populated with all the details of the profile. We can also make edits to the profile as needed, as we do in this example by adding a form of payment. By clicking on the tabs on the left again, notice that the respective information is hidden, leaving us with a clutter-free reservations page. Let's now go ahead and book the flight. Once the reservation has been booked, a record locator is returned. Here we see the SPRK record locator. Additionally, the airline source record locator is appended to the reservation. With the flight now booked, we have the option of selecting seats by clicking on the seat icon.
The legend above will show which seats are taken and which are available, as well as any preferred or preferential seating. Additionally, you can mouse over a seat to see any of the seat information, including any charges that may be associated with the seat.
Back on the PNR, on the left there are tabs for APIS, SSR, OSI, and other remarks. By clicking the APIS tab, we are able to add any secure flight information, passport, visa, or any other information that is required for travel. For SSR information, click the SSR tab. We can scroll through the codes or just type one in. In this example, we will request a wheelchair. We enter the information, click Submit, then back on the PNR we can see that the wheelchair request has been confirmed. Also at this point, any OSI information or other general remarks can be added to the reservation. We can again click on the tabs to hide any information we no longer need. Once we have finished servicing the PNR, we can now proceed with ticketing. Simply select the traveler name and the fare we are going to ticket. The system will reprice the itinerary at the time of ticketing to ensure that the fare is still valid. Once the ticket has been issued, we receive back an electronic ticket image that contains all of the ETR details, including agent and auditor coupons, ticket number, and more. Before concluding, we wanted to remind you that the SPRK software supports many other sources of airline content and is fully aligned with industry standard XML.
Thank you for watching.